Hell Let Loose is a 100-player first-person tactical shooter set in World War II with built-in voice-over IP, with 50 players in each team. It features large maps, chaos, and requires a lot of teamwork and clever use of the game's class systems, maps, and weaponry in order to achieve victory. Each class in the game has its own set of gear and therefore should be played in different ways, but if you want a class guide, let me know in the comments down below. Because communication is key in Hell Let Loose, it means that a bad team could ruin your match, but my experience is a very positive one. It's not as complicated as Arma, not as dragging as Squad, while still being a lot more tactical and realistic than the average Call of Duty match. The game looks great, it runs better than most other tactical shooters, although there still are occasional frame drops and dense towns when all 100 players are there, but that is to be somewhat expected. I mean, I'm running a GTX 1080, which isn't exactly the newest card anymore, so that could just be on me. What sells Hell Let Loose for me on top of the communication and graphics, however, is the sound. It is incredible. It's immersive, and what surprises me about the game is despite the level of communication and teamwork that it has, you'll still be able to find people that go down in a blaze of glory, or run around singing country roads. This is definitely not baby's first Milsim, but if you're looking for a game that combines the hallmarks of tactical FPS with a bit more chaotic fun than other shooters in the genre do, then you should pick up Hell Let Loose. Now there's another aspect to Hell Let Loose that actually happens in most tactical shooters that I should mention. See, most of the servers are community owned, and that can be either a good or a bad thing. Myself as a European player often actually find some difficulties in these games finding a server, but in Hell Let Loose it's still manageable. There's actually quite a lot of servers to join, and that is refreshing to see in a tactical shooter, because most of the time you find a European server and say a squad, it ends up being a German server. And don't get me wrong, you'll find a fair few of European servers that are not English, but in comparison to some other titles, there are definitely more English ones here. But that's where I'm going to end this review. All in all, I give Hell Let Loose a 9 out of 10 Hanses. Mainly for the fact that I did have a couple of frame drops, although again that could be on me, and also because I would like to see more official servers. I will say this is a niche game, however for the niche that it's trying to please, it is nearly perfect. So with that said, if you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future uploads, and stay grizzly.